I'm Tyler Murphy, and I'm bringing you Flagstaff Sports. The NAU football team is seeming to have a roller coaster ride of a year. The first two games of the season, the Lumberjacks had a tough break, losing to a highly regarded Sam Houston Bearcats team that went 10-0 on the season before and won the national championship in the spring as their first game back of the season, and then getting beat down 34-7 by the South Dakota Coyotes, all before miraculously beating the U of A Wildcats in a thriller in Tucson. What sounds like a storyline of a movie, with the lead of true freshman quarterback RJ Martinez, who got his first ever collegiate snaps in the second quarter of the game. Despite all the ups and downs of the year, the Lumberjacks were able to put the noise behind them in their last game against the Idaho State Bengals, dominating them with a score of 48-17 for a sold-out Sky Dome on Family Weekend. Quarterback RJ Martinez, in his third game of his career, threw for an impressive 369 yards, 3 passing touchdowns, and his longest came on a one-play drive for 80 yards where Martinez connected with receiver Coleman Owen. The Lumberjacks on both sides of the ball were having their way, with the defense racking up 4 sacks and 3 interceptions on the game. The Lumberjacks are on their bye week and won't play until the 16th Saturday of October at 1 p.m. versus Southern Utah Thunderbirds, where the Lumberjacks are looking forward to defending their Grand Canyon trophy after beating the Thunderbirds in both matchups last season. Moving along to NAU soccer, the NAU women's soccer team has had nothing short of a disappointing season so far. Starting the season off before Big Sky Conference play, they were 2-7, which was a complete 180 turn from the last season, where the Lumberjacks ended with a record of 2-7-1. There is no lie that the Lumberjacks have had to play some tough competition, but have been falling short in their closer games that they could have been coming out on top. This past weekend falling to the Idaho Vandals 3-1, but picking themselves back up on Sunday to beat the Eastern Washington Eagles 1-0, with that goal coming in the 70th minute by forward Victoria Pucci, who was substituted in the second half. After the road trip, the Lumberjacks are currently 3-10, and the best record that they can obtain is, if they win out, is 8-10. This certainly was not the type of year that was being expected by the Lumberjacks as they try and salvage what's left of their season. I got the inside scoop on the Maier boys and the Flagstaff High Eagles. Check it out. In the ever-expanding and growing town of Flagstaff, through the Flagstaff High School Eagles football team, one thing making the town seem smaller is the history of football in the community. Quarterback Bodie Maier, more than leading his team to a 4-1 start, he alongside his brothers are making history and following in family tradition.
I think there's a lot of tradition there because one thing Overhart told me, this is the first time ever in our Eagle history that we've had 3 siblings play on the same team before.
The 3 brothers aren't the only Maier boys that played for the Eagles. Their dad did too in high school. When asked if there was any family rivalry between the teams, Brock and Bodie had this to say.
We don't usually talk smack to each other that much. My dad, his senior year, he actually got injured while he was playing, so he doesn't have the kind of senior year as to compare to, I guess. Mess around a little bit about that. I think he had a lot of really good guys, but we also got a couple on ours too, so we can kind of go back and forth on that.
It's something to talk about. We all know, and when it's football season, we all are coming together and we get along better.
Family, history, and tradition connected through football. Tyler Murphy, NAZ Today. That's all for Flagstaff Sports. Now we head into our weekend recap with weather recap with Hannah Ware.